What's up guys, this is Matt Dollar and I'm here at North Georgia Canopy Tours. I just finished a round and I wanted to do an in the bag now that I'm back home from tour and really have solidified what I'm carrying in my bag. So let's get down to it. First thing we got is my dog, Ozzy. Alright, so I have a Zuka cart that I got through Ridge Roller Customs and that's what I've been pulling around for the last few months. I freaking love it. I get to sit down on it whenever I need to take a break and I can attach Ozzy to it. Alright Ozzy, you gonna let me do it in the bag? Okay, cool. Alright, I will start with the drivers. Alright, we're going to start with the hatchet. This is the same hatchet that I've had in the bag since January. I usually have at least one more hatchet in and out of the bag, just to have a fresh one. This one is in the tournament plastic, and I use it for backhand hyzer flips, backhand rollers, side hand rollers, whatever, and tomahawks too. Then of course, we've got the Moonshine Spark, my favorite thumber disc. I also throw this one forehand and backhand. It's just the absolute meat hook and it's going to go left when I throw it backhand. So, move to another driver I have is the Escape. This one is in the fluid plastic. I find the fluid plastic to be just a little bit more stable and I really like the Escape. And I wanted it to be a little more stable though, so this was definitely the solution when I found the fluid plastic. I got a couple felons in the bag. So this felon here is from the Rocky Mountain Women's Disc Golf Championship 2015, and this is the most overstable run of felons I've found so far. I have two of these and I like it for medium thumbers and overstable backhands where the Moonshine Spark is just a little too much. Next I have this Deuce Squad felon in my bag, and this one is actually pretty flippy. I was surprised at the stability on this one when I started throwing it. So I throw it for thumbers that I want to flip really quick. I also use the hatchet for that, but this will go a lot further than the hatchet. I can have a quick flipping thumber still go 300 feet. So I also like to throw forehands that pop up and kind of go straight, and also backhand hyzer flips with this one. So this is just like an all-around utility disc. Alright, now we got my super fast discs. We've got the Fluid Enforcer. So I really like the Enforcer in this fluid plastic because it is just an unbelievable meat hook. It goes left whenever I throw it backhand. So I use this whenever I want to make sure I don't flip something over. Definitely a disc that I threw a lot during the USDGC and any time that it's windy. So one step down in stability from that are my defenders. I got a Lucid Defender here and a Biofusion Defender here. And these discs go so far and they fight the wind really, really good. So I love the Defender. And then my super long range driver for when I need to hyzer flip something or throw a roller or anything like that is Goldline Ballista. I got it with the Matt Dollar stamp here. Here's some zipliners are having a great time behind us here at North Georgia Canopy Tours. And the last driver in the bag is another Spark. So this is just a regular Opto Spark, and it's pretty flat, not as flat as the Moonshine. And I throw this one for thumbers, forehands, backhands, whatever. It's another great utility disc. Alright, now we're going to move on to my mid-ranges. First mid-range I'm going to show you is the Justice. And this Lucid Justice is so overstable. I can trust it with the forehand or the backhand in any kind of wind. So anytime I need to really rely on something and have it not flip over, you know, and I don't need to do it driver distance, this is the disc right here. This is probably my favorite mid-range I've found in a really long time. In the far opposite end of the spectrum from the Justice, we have this first run Mace and slightly tacoed. I got this one from John Matlack when I first switched over, and it's been in my bag all year long. Absolutely love this disc. Hyzer flip it all day, throw it through the woods, tight gaps, whatever. The next mid-range we're going to go to is a fairly new entry into the bag, and this is a Warship made by Westside Discs. This is a fast mid-range. It's a speed 6, which you very rarely see. This is in the VIP plastic. It's understable, but I like understable mid-ranges. I like to have really understable and really overstable. So I like to throw a lot of hyzer and a lot of anhyzer. And this disc is amazing. It goes so far for a mid-range, it's insane. Definitely won't be coming out of the bag anytime soon. My last two mid-ranges are both Matte Dollar Gold Line compasses. This one I've been throwing since I first got them in, and so it's kind of beaten in and flips over just a little bit. These compasses were the first gold lines I'd thrown. I threw the Opto a bit when they first came out, and they were fairly understable. But these are overstable out of the box, and they actually hold that stability for a while. This one has finally started to flip over, and this one here has a Jeff Ash Brainwave die. Really appreciate Jeff doing some dies for me. And this one is brand new, and so it still flies overstable. The compass is like going so much further than I expected my mid-ranges to go, and so I've been throwing these guys a lot when I used to be throwing a fairway driver. Alright, now that we've done all the drivers and mid-rangers, we will go to the putters. And I have 3 putters in the bag right this second. The first one is the Soft Cenis. The Soft Cenis is actually the disc that I hit the ace with on hole 8 at Maple Hill that got me on Sports Center this year. It wasn't this one, that one has been put up, but this is the one I've been throwing for the last month or two. I like it for backhand up shots and forehand up shots. In fact, I throw all my forehand putts with the Cenis. I'm always getting trapped in the woods and having to throw forehand putts, so I also like this for pretty much any kind of wide open upshot or wooded upshot, anything that requires some touch. This is my accuracy disc, and I love to throw it. Excuse me, Ozzy. So we'll go to my putter pouch, and in the putter pouch I have got my 2 primary putters, which are right now a Classic Blend Judge and a Classic Soft Judge. So I've been putting the Classic Blend Judges most of the year, but now that it's getting close to winter and the weather's getting a little colder, I like the Classic Soft. So in the summer, especially down here in the south, these are really gummy, but in the winter they're just like the perfect amount of bend in them, and so I like to putt with these. I also throw them backhand off the tee, and I throw a little bit of forehand with them too, but mostly just putting. And that does it. That's everything in my bag and in my cart. And once again, I'd like to thank Ridge Roller Customs for this sweet cart that I use all the time, and Latitude 64 for all the sweet discs and the wonderful support.